Hey everybody, it's Emily. Welcome back to my homestead. It is another day in the garden. I'm going to be digging out another row, and I need to figure out what I'm going to plant in the rest of the rows because I'm not going to have as much space as I had hoped to have this year. So I'm not sure what I'm going to plant today after I get this row dug out, but I'm going to plant something. And so we'll just have to wait to find out what that is. So as I was digging out that row, I came across this. It kind of looks like an iris to me, except that it's definitely coming from a bulb of some sort. I have dug up a few of these bulbs previously and just kind of tossed them out to the side, so I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's a weed. It looks more like a flower to me, so I'm going to plant this somewhere else, just to kind of see what happens with it. And I may have a new flower. I'm gonna go ahead and plant it here where I've got this row of lilies, and we'll just see what happens. Welcome to your new home, little guy. Now I've got this row ready to plant, and then, how do I point? This second half of this row to plant, it's a little more than half. Now I just have to figure out what I'm going to plant. I've got lots of things started, and honestly, nothing's doing tremendously this year. I think maybe it was just me growing in the basement. It was a lot cooler, even though I had a space heater, and just things didn't do nearly as well for me as they usually do. And I have a lot of brassica starts going, which I would love to get in the ground. You know, they were supposed to be planted, gosh, I'd have to check the calendar, but maybe a month ago, like at least 3 weeks it seems. They should have been planted a long time ago. and they're still so teeny tiny. And I could plant them and get nothing, or I could not plant them and still get nothing. But if I plant them, I maybe will get something. I could at least get leaves to use, because even, broccoli and cauliflower, you can still use the leaves for things, even if you don't get a head. So I think I'm going to go ahead and plant those. And I'm not quite sure what else I'm going to plant. A lot of my brassica starts a lot of my starts in general got dumped out by the dogs. I fertilized them with fish fertilizer, and then the dogs decided, they wanted to drink that delicious fish-smelling water. So they knocked them out and drank the water, and I'm not entirely sure what everything is anymore, because I'm sure that not everything got put back in the correct hole with the correct label. So let's see what we got. Here are my puny little vegetable flower starts and herbs. Several things died. A lot of my lettuces died, and most of my dill and my cilantro. So here's one of the culprits who decided she was going to drink the fish fertilizer water. I think it's a little too soon to plant the tomatoes and the okra. Look, I have one dill plant that lived. I let them get too dry. I think another thing with them being in the basement is that they weren't in my line of sight all the time, multiple times a day. I had to intentionally go down to see them and check on them, so they maybe didn't get as much attention as they usually do. But here are my brassica starts, and you can see these were ones that got dumped out. There's missing ones because, they're just on the ground there and over there, and who knows what they were. So some of them are looking okay. The ones back here are looking a lot better, but they're still so tiny. That's definitely some kale right there. This one did not get dumped out. That one, part of them got dumped out. So I guess I'm going to take these over there and see what I can plant. Also, over here, I've got some of my peppers. I lost quite a few peppers, and it's a little too early to plant those out. It's actually going to get pretty cold the next couple of nights. And I want to avoid the peppers getting exposed to temperatures below 50 degrees. So I'm supposed to hit 49 overnight and 40 something else another night. So I'm probably going to bring those and the tomatoes back into the house overnight on those couple of nights. But let's see what kind of brassicas I can get planted, and fingers crossed, hope and a prayer that I will get to harvest something. I've got this whole row planted here with Brussels sprouts and kale, 3 different kinds. I've got lots of different cabbages. These purple ones are Mammoth Red Rock. And then some broccolis. Not very many of those survived. And then some cauliflower. Then down in the row where I planted potatoes yesterday, this stick is where the potatoes stopped. And then I've got kohlrabi and some more cauliflower. And down at the end of the peas and radishes, carrots, and beans, I put in some calendula. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these watered in and hope for the best. But I think that is gonna be the end of today's video. So thank you for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!